Hello and welcome to another edition of the Latin Asia Talks video series. I am Daniel Cortina, Senior Business Development Manager at Enterprise Singapore's Mexico City office, covering the Mexico, Central America, Caribbean, and Colombia markets. Today, we will be talking about a fascinating subject that touches our lives every single day, which is the agricultural sector. I have the pleasure of being here today with a very special guest, José Antonio Tiburcio. He is currently the Latin America Smallholders Venture Lead at Bayer CropScience. His responsibilities focus on the development of new business models through innovation, digitalization, and strategic alliances aimed at increasing the productivity of small farmers in our region. Tibu has been a member of the board of Fundar, the Mexican Foundation for Rural Development, the Mexican Association of Organizations for a Clean Field, and the Mexican Crop Protection and Technology Association. Welcome, Tibu, and it's an honor to have you here.
Danny, thank you very much for your kind introduction, and the pleasure is all mine. Happy to be here with Enterprise Singapore and to share some thoughts about agriculture in Mexico and Latin America. Thank you for the invitation.
No, thanks a lot, Tibu. Well, to start off the conversation, can you give us a brief overview of the Mexican agricultural sector?
Well, for Mexico, agriculture is a very relevant sector. It's a big part of our economy. Just to give an idea, agriculture represents 4% of our GDP. It is estimated that in Mexico we have around 6 million people that dedicate their lives to agricultural practices. And for those who have been in Mexico, you can say, or you know, that Mexico is a country, beautiful country, but it is full of contrast. You can have in Mexico very technified growers and very technified productions in the north of Mexico, with machineries, planters, harvesters connected to the Wi-Fi with the ultimate technology in order to be productive. And you can go all the way to Southeast Mexico, and you will see very small growers using still techniques from the 18th century to plant their crops, not the use of machinery, mainly using their own hand for planting, or animals traction for planting, and very much. However, we in Mexico have a very significant piece of economy related to agriculture, as I was mentioning. And just to give an example, we are the #1 country in exporting avocados. No? So Mexico is a large producer of avocados, and we are the #1 exporting avocados. We are the #1 exporter of tomatoes. And as you may know, also, we export a lot of tequila that comes from agave, which is also an agricultural practice. And we also are main exporters of beer, no? Which also is an agricultural product. So as you can see, the big part of the economy is related to agriculture. However, there's still in Mexico around 70% of the surface that is dedicated to agriculture is rain-fed. It means it depends on the rains, on the well surface dedicated to agriculture is with irrigation system. So huge challenges on that arena because of the relevance of the activity and because of the amount of people vinculated to the agricultural practices. Now, talking about the Bayer, we at Bayer firmly believe that technology and innovation are the vehicles that will help us to improve growers' productivity, profitability, and eventually their quality of life. We believe that through technology and innovation, we're going to be able to democratize the technical knowledge, and we can help to reduce the impact that the agriculture is having on the environment.
Tibu, can you please tell us what are the opportunities and challenges that you see in the Mexican agricultural or Latin American region?
For sure. I think that the opportunities are humongous. There are many opportunities. In Latin America, not only in Mexico, we have many smallholder farmers. No? According with our calculations, in Latin America, we have over 20 million smallholder farmers trying to be more productive. Just in Mexico, 70% of the land is depending on a good rainy season to have a good production. So a lot of infrastructure regarding irrigation. And I think, as I was mentioning, the technologies and all the convergence that is happening in the agricultural space opens multiple opportunities, and I would say multiple future business models that we can implement. No? The access to technologies, the access to irrigation systems, of course, better agricultural practices, access to established markets, ways to have in a consistent and timely information for decision making, talking about traceability, access to finance. No? I think there's an opportunity for fintechs to come and play in that arena of smallholder farmers. The topic around insurance. So in summary, I think that it's a universe of opportunities. And as I was mentioning, we at Bayer believe that technology and innovation are the vehicles that will help us to make those opportunities into a reality.
Perfect. No, thank you, Tibu. So just to finalize, I was wondering if you might maybe have in mind, or do you know maybe some areas of opportunity between the two regions, between Asia and Latin America, maybe some things that could be applied that you learn, let's say that you learn something from Mexico that could be applied in Asia or vice versa. Maybe that is the way that we can collaborate with our small startup companies.
Of course, I think there's a lot of opportunities I was mentioning. So I think that Asia Pacific has a lot of similarities with our Latin American market, because in Latin America, even though we have those large producers in Brazil and Argentina, if you see what is Mexico, Central America, the Caribbean, and the northern part of South America, it is practically formed by smallholder farmers. And if you look at countries like China, like India, like Pakistan, like Indonesia, Philippines, all these countries are in majority are smallholder farmers that are planting surface less than 10 hectares, in some cases less than 5 hectares, and away from technology, away from smart practices, from better agricultural technologies, and the challenge is there. So what I think is the similarities in conditions on the farming arena in Asia Pacifico are very much aligned with what we have in Latin America, and for sure, there's a lot of things to share and to learn, and let's say in a good sense, to copy from one place to the other. And actually, I take advantage of this interview to invite startups and to invite companies that are interested on expanding their operations on their pilots to test their products and technologies in Latin America. Please think in Bayer as a partner that can make access to market in a very easy way, because today our main business is done on the fields with growers. We have a lot of people on the fields, a lot of agronomists, a lot of people that is actually working out there hand to hand with the growers. And that's what gives us an advantage in terms to make a pilot, prove a concept, test, learn, adjust, and find those minimum viable products that we want to scale on this market. So smallholder farms around the world to be more productive and to have a better life.
Great. Tibu, well, it's been really an honor, a pleasure to have you here speaking with Enterprise Singapore, and definitely we look forward to continue collaborating closely together and see what opportunities may arise for, of course, for Latin American smallholder farmers and the Singapore startup. So thank you very much again.
Daniel, thank you for the invitation. Really a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to collaborate with you guys anytime you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Likewise. Thank you.